Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we will be doing questions on numerical solutions that we started. And let's start the questions of 2022 topical past papers, okay? So here we have numerical solutions. Can you hear me right? Everyone can hear me right?
Yes.
Falling. So it will be 2022. This is basically May, June, and paper 3, variant 2 for 2022 topical past papers. And this is the question on numerical solution. A question of 7 marks, okay? First is we have to do the sketching. So I'll be explaining sketching as well, and how to the remaining parts are the calculations, verifying by calculations and using the iterative formula, okay? So how do you sketch the suitable pair of graphs? Let's read the question. I'll give a couple of minutes for reading the question, okay? So what we have to do is basically by sketching a suitable pair of graphs, show that the equation ln x is equals to 3x minus x squared. It has only one real root, okay? So we have to show to the examiner that when we sketch these graphs, we are going to have only one real root, okay? Got that clear? So we have to do the sketching here. And for this, we'll need to make a graph here. And let's say this is the graph, okay? With your pencil, you have to do it. So first thing will be, sir, we have to draw the graph of ln x, and we have to draw the graph of 3x minus x squared, okay? So we have to draw the graph of 3x minus x squared and ln x graph as well. Understood? Clear on this? So this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Following clear on this? So students need to understand that how do we draw the ln x graph? Ln x graph, you just have to take the x and y intercepts, okay? We already know the line of y, the line of x is equals to 0 is an asymptote. So this line x is equals to 0 is an asymptote for the graph of ln x. Ln x graph, the ln x graph, this is line is basically an asymptote, okay? And when we have x is equals to 0, so when you plug in x is equals to 0 in this, you will get ln 0 as 1. So which means when x is 0, you can make the first point here. When x is 0, y is 1. So this is 1 point. And that is how the ln x graphs looks like. You take down more points, more values, and the graph will go like this, okay? Understood? Following? Let me show you from the graphs as well that I have. How do you draw the ln x graph? So the ln x graph looks like this, okay? Getting it clear? Following? When x is 0, you can plug in the value, y will be 1. So this is the x-axis, or you can say the x-axis. When x is 0, y value is 1. Sorry, when y is 0, x value is coming 1, okay? X value is coming 1 when y is 0. And this is how the graph will look like. As the more values you'll take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will get a higher value. And as the values you take less than 1 and more than greater than 0, the more values you will take between 0 and 1, the graph, it will give a negative answer, which is less than something that, okay? Getting it clear? So this is how ln x graph will look like. And we already know the basics graph, the quadratic basics graph from the IGCSE level. So how will you draw the 3x minus x squared graph? So it will be simple, sir. You can take out the axis. What about the x-axis and the y-axis? So sir, when x is 0, when x will be 0, what will be the y value? When x is 0, the y value will be 0 as well, right? Understood? Getting it? So this is the
Yes,
other
sir.
graph. When x is 0, y will be 0. And you can say, what can be the other values for this? We can also have, where else can we have? When y is 0, you can get more values as well, okay? So just solve it. 3x minus x squared is equals to 0. So you can take x common. So it will be 3 minus x is equals to 0. So we got the two values. When x is 0, y is 0. But when x is 3, y will also still be 0, okay? You can plug in the value. When x is 3, y will still be 0. So the graph will be a quadratic graph, and it will be going like this, middle point at 1.5. So the graph will be going like this in the brown color, students. That's how the graph will be looking like. Understood? Getting it? for the 3x. This one is for 3x minus x squared. Because it is minus x squared, it means it will be a maximum point, okay? Because it is minus x squared, a is less than 0 from the basic quadratics. It means that, sir, the graph will be a maximum point, okay? Understood? Got this clear? And then make sure mark for the examiner, sir. Here we go. By sketching the suitable pair of graphs, we can clearly see that there is only one root. You have to tell the examiner this by writing it in pen, that this is that one real root, okay? Understood? That this is their one real root that you are looking from. And that's how you do question number 5 part A. Understood? Clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Then you have to do the same thing, that we have to verify by calculation that the root lies between 2 and 2.8. Okay, so we have to verify by calculation that the root lies between 2 and 2.8. So how we can work this out? We can easily work this out, that verify by calculation that the root lies between 2 and 8. So we 2 and 2.8, so just have to plug in the values, and the change of sign you have to tell to the examiner. Okay, understood? Getting it? So here we go. First thing will be bringing them all together. So it will be, sir, ln x minus 3x plus x square. Okay, so I bring them all together, and then I'm going to plug in when x is 2, what value I'm getting when x is 2. So I will be getting, sir, when x is 2, it will be simple that ln 2 minus 3 times of 2, 6, plus the 2 square. So I'm going to get ln 2 is what? ln 2 minus 6 plus 2 square is 4. I'm going to get a negative answer, that is negative 1.30685. And when we are going to plug in, students, x is equals to 2.8 in this, we are going to get some should be getting a positive answer, ln 2.8 and minus 3 times of 2.8 plus 2.8 square. So we should be getting a different answer, ln 2.8 minus 3 times of 2.8 plus 2.8 square, getting a positive answer, that is 0.4696194, which you will conclude the statement by writing, sir, the root lies between, the root verify by calculation, root lies between 2 and 2.8, because there is the change of sign. Either it should be from positive to negative or negative to positive. So root lies between 2 and 2.8 because of the change of sign, because of the change in sign. So the change in sign is very important learning for numerical solutions. At the value, if you want to see a virtual representation of this, let's say 2 is here and 2.8 will be somewhat here. So what they are saying is at 2, it's a negative value, but at 2.8, we are getting a positive root answer. Okay, understood? Getting it?
Yes, sir.
So what we have is basically root lies between 2 and 2.8 because of the change of sign from negative to positive. Okay, with this, you will get the 2 marks of this as well. Okay, understood? Make sure they can, in numerical solution chapters, they will ask you for integration differentiation in the first part for proving of the questions, and or sometimes they can ask you sketching of the graphs as well. That's what we have done here as well. Okay. The next thing that we have is using the iterative formula. We have to use the iterative formula in this thing. We don't have to prove anything to determine the root correct to the 2 decimal places. Okay. And give the result of each iteration to 4 decimal places. So, sir, we have to give the result of each iteration to 4 decimal places and the root answers to 2 decimal places. Okay, understood? Got this clear? So here we go, sir. It will be, because we already know the values between 2 and 2.8. So we always take our first value as what? We always take our first value as the midpoint. So 2 and 2.8, the midpoint will be 2.4. Okay. 2.0 and 2.8, the midpoint will be, sir, midpoint will be equals to 2.4. Okay, got that clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then next we have to understand that it will be, how do you do it in the calculator? That's what we need to understand. So make sure, take out your calculators for the iteration and just do square. First write down in your calculator 2.4. First press on, write down 2.4 in your calculator, press equals to, and now write down the question, that is square root We have the square root in front of us, sir. Square root and 3 times of the answer, whatever the answer means, 2.4 valued minus the ln times of 2.4, sorry, minus the ln answer, and whatever you got will be our first value. Make it to 4 decimal places. Okay, so let's start. I got 2.4, press equals to, then I put the question, that is the iterative formula, that is square root 3 times of answer minus ln answer in my calculator. Are you guys with me? And then I press the is equals to, so I'm getting the first x1 value as 2.51486. Okay, 2.51486. So 4 decimal places will be 2.5149. Okay, 2.5149, 4 decimal places, that is. Then press again is equals to, so I'm getting 2.5734 to 4 decimal places. You have to give result of each iteration to 4 decimal places. Okay, students. So here we go. Then the x3, the third one is coming 2.6029. The fourth one is coming 2. Just press equals to again and again and write down these answers. 2.6176. And then x5, that is the fifth, 2.6250, 2.6250. S6, sixth value will be 2.6285, sorry, 2.68287. And similarly go on like this until you find similarity starting 2.6305. Try to give as many possible values as their students. And now eventually you will realize that after the 7th, 8th, 9th value, if I give a couple of more of them, exactly this one, if you see, this is exactly matching now, that it will not change much. So which means what is our root, students? Once you have to give at least 6, 7 answers, or try to give as much as possible until you find a common similarity. I was not finding a common similarity until here, which means the root will be, sir, 2.63. Okay, the root will be 2.63. Understood? Got this? The root value will be 2.63 to 2 decimal places. You have to give the final answer, and this will be correct for our working. Okay, everyone got this clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Following? Any questions, any doubts? Let me know.
No, sir.
So here we go. This will be root 2.63 as the answer. Okay, any doubts, any questions? So make sure take a screenshot. This is one of the May-June 2022 paper 3 variant 2 questions done. Okay, got that clear? Understood? Any questions?
No, sir.
Moving
No
forward, right?
questions.
Let's
Yes,
have a
sir.
look at another question of sketching. This is from February, March. So let's have a look at this one as well. So everyone understand how do we do the sketching questions of numerical. So we have February, March 2022 and paper 3 variant 2. So let's try to solve this as well. What we have is here, by sketching again a suitable pair of graphs, show that the equation 4 minus x squared is equals to sec half x. They basically have exactly one root, okay, one real root in the interval 0 till pi. So now they have fixed out that we have to go for only what we have to go for only the limit, the range is given, the domain is given, that is 0 till pi. Okay, so we have to be careful here that we have to draw the graph for 0 till pi, which means that 0 till 180 degrees we have to only go the graph for that point. Okay, understood? Clear? So let's say 0 and pi are
Yes,
here,
sir.
and that is y and that is the x-axis. So let's first draw quickly. So this is question number 7 of February, March 2022 paper. Okay, so what we need to understand, students, is basically, let's first draw the sec half x. Okay, so sec, we already know, sir, that sec half x means that this is basically the reciprocal of 1 over cos half x graph. Okay, so sec x is basically the reciprocal. I will be sharing this document with you. So how does the sec x graph looks like? So you can have a look at it. The sec x graph look like this. Okay, the sec, or already I've drawn it, that sec half theta graph will be looking like this. It will be, if you have to go from 0 till pi or 0 till 180, it will simply be, the first point will be at 0 comma 1 when x is 0, y will be 1, and it will be like an asymptote at 180 pi. Okay, understanding with me, getting it, students? So here we go. If we have to draw the sec half theta, it will be simple that there will be an asymptote line for that here. Okay, everyone with me following?
Yes, sir.
This will be the asymptote line. Okay, and if we do the just this part of it, let me make it shade dotted line. So here we go, sec x, we already know, and you can try as well. You can try as well by saying that this is 0 comma 1. Let's call it here 1 here. Try sec half x, so 1 divided by, you can't do directly, so try cos 1 divided by 1 over 2, and you will get the answer as 1. Okay, understanding, everyone getting it clear?
Sir.
Cos 0, 1 divided by cos 0 will give the value as 1 divided by cos will become 0. It will give us 1. So when x is 0, y will be 1. And eventually it will look like, or we have drawn it very far. So let's make it very simple, easy. Let's try to make it like this. Okay, everyone getting it clear? So let's put the line there a bit clear here. Here we go. Let's make the line here. Okay, everyone there following with me? Try to make it as
Yes, sir.
accurately as possible. Okay, students. So here we go. It will be not touching it. It will not be touching it. It will be just making and going like this with that. Okay, understanding? Clear, everyone? So this is pi here, and this is the asymptote line for the sec half graph. Okay, for the sec x graph, sec half x graph, it is the asymptote line. Clear on this? Any questions? Similarly, we have to draw the next graph. The next line we have to draw is simple. That is a basic quadratic graph. That is 4 minus x square. Okay, so we have to draw the 4 minus x square. Again, you'll do the same thing, basics from IGCSE O levels, that when x is 0, what will be the y value? When x is 0, y will be 4. Understood? So when x is 0, y will be 4. So eventually the graph, let's say 4 is somewhere here. So 1 point will be here. When x is 0, y will be 4. Okay, understood? And the other values will be when y is 0, what will be the x values, sir? So when y is 0, the x values will be simple, that it will be positive and negative 2. Okay, understood? Positive and negative 2. When you put x value as 2, you will get the answer as 0. So we already know pi is what? Pi is equals to 3.142 in decimals. So 2 will somewhere be here, sir. Everyone getting it? 2 will be somewhat here. So, and we don't have to go to -2 because it is outside the range. Students following? We only have to deal in 0 till pi, we have to deal in. So what we need to understand, sir, that this will be, the graph will be looking like only like this in the green color. Follow that. Here we go. It is going to go like this. That is the graph only. Okay, understanding?
Yes, sir.
And they're cutting at the black part. So make sure you have to tell the examiner, sir, here we go, that this is that part where you have one real root. Okay, understood, students? This will be the one root that you have. Okay, one root in the interval of 0 till pi. Hope students got this. Make sure draw properly so that you get the full 2 marks. And then you have to verify by calculation. So it's very simple. Bring everything to one side. So it will be 4 minus x square minus sec half x. We already know you can't get the value of sec half x directly in the calculator. So better change that to 4 minus x square minus 1 over divided by cos half x. Okay, understood? Clear, students? So that you can easily put the value and get the answer. Okay, so here we go. When I'm going to put the value of 1 in it, so x is equals to x. When I put the value of x is equals to 1 in it, I am going to get, sir, what I'm getting, I'm going to get 4 minus 1 square minus 1 over cos half x. So half x means 1. So we got that as something positive value, that is 1.8605. We are getting a positive value here. And when I'm going to plug in 2 there, so it will be x is equals to 2. It will be 4 minus 2 square minus 1 times of cos half. That is the x will be 2, plug in 2 there. So I'm getting, let me try again, some error, 4 minus 2 square. That will be 0. And minus 1 over cos 0 minus 1 over cos 2 is 0. So negative 1. Yep, I'm getting negative 1 here. So here we go. Are you guys there following with me, getting it? The root lies between 1 and 2. The root lies between 1 and 2 because there is a change of sign. Root lies between 1 and 2 because of the change of sign. because of change of sign from 1 to 2, because of change of sign from positive to negative. Okay, so make sure write this statement to get full marks. Okay, from positive to negative. Okay, students, got this clear? Understood? Any problems? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Next, we have
Understood.
to easy thing that again using the iterative formula. The iterative formula is given. You don't have to prove it or do it. So you just have to use the iterative formula given to 4 decimal places and get this answer. Okay, so we have to use the iterative formula. Use the iterative formula to determine the root correct to 2 decimal places. So here we go. Let's start with this. Again, we'll talk about what will be the first value. So you can take the midpoint of that 1 and 2. You will take the midpoint, that is 1.5. Okay, so let's start with 1.5 value and plug in that to get the answer. So it will be x value 1 will be equals to the square root. It will be square root of 4 minus sec and half times of the answer. The problem is we don't have this sec in the calculator, so we'll have to go it directly by doing it. So x1 will be based on the cost thing. Okay, so 1.5 equals to, then you do the calculator, 4 minus 1 divided by cos and half times of the answer. In the, make sure it should be in the radian, students. And then you got this as the first value is coming 1.622. Again, you have to give it to 4 decimal places, 1.6227. Then the next value pressing equals to, I'm getting it as 1.596 to 5961 to 4 decimal places. And third value I will be getting again will be 1.6024. Fourth value should be coming as 1.6009. Okay, and fifth value is coming as 1.60185. Yeah, 1.6013. Seventh value is coming 1.6012. Now, as you can see, after the fifth and sixth value, it's dying out. This is dying out. The decimals are not changing much, which gives it, whenever you got 2 4 decimal places same, it means that you can stop now. So I will stop with this last value, that this is fixed here, sir, 1.6012. It's not moving, which means the root is 1 point. Final answer, the root is, sir, 1.60. Got it, students? Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
The root is 1.60. Any questions, any doubts? Let me know. Any problems? Clear on this? Okay.
Yes.
So here we go. This question is also completed. What we have seen is that this topic is coming easily of 7 to 10 marks, can be coming of 12, 13 marks as well. Make sure to take a screenshot of this as well, and then we'll move forward as well. Okay. Let me know if everyone got this so we can move forward.
Yes, sir, we can move forward.
Next, we have another question. Let's do it from this May, June 2022. And paper 3 variant 1. This is also May, June 2022, but this is different variant, paper 3 variant 1. So the first part is showing that, proving that question for 4 marks. And then we have couple of proving again. It's like a huge question, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 marks. So let's try to do that as well. Okay, students, getting it with me, following? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what we have to do is for question number 10, which is at the last of the paper. So the first thing is we have been given the graph, that is the curve y is equals to, this is the curve y is equals to x square root sine x. It has only one stationary point in the interval 0 till pi, where x is equals to a. As we can see in the diagram, they are telling us to see in the diagram, we have to show that tan a is equals to minus half a. Okay, everyone there? We have to show it to the examiner that tan a is equals to negative half a. Got that? Clear? Any problem? So let's try to work it out. It will be simple, sir. We'll have to apply the product rule because it's the stationary point. So you'll have to apply product rule. That is the stationary point. That is the maximum point. So it will be simple that we are going to say that u is equals to x and u dash will be equals to 1. V is equals to sine x power of half. So v dash will be, follow carefully, how will you find v dash, sir? It will be power multiplies by the coefficient, subtract 1 from the power, and inside the bracket, whatever it is, what is the differentiation of sine x, students? Positive cos x, okay? So that is it, just needed to do that. So it will be dy over dx, okay, dy over dx. It's basically vu dash, so it will be vu dash, sir. Everyone with me? It will be vu dash and plus the uv dash, okay? So it will be sine x v u dash and plus the u v dash, okay? So it will be half times of cos x, and this I am bringing it down as square root of sine x, okay? Let me know if students got this clear on this. Any problems?
No, sir.
We multiplied cos x in the numerator and sine x, I bring it down there as positive square root. Now I'll take the LCM, sir. Follow carefully, students. We are going to take the LCM. LCM should be taken carefully. So it will be square root of sine x. So it will be what? This is 1 here, okay, right? So, and that is there 2 sine x. So I'll have to multiply this with 2 square root of sine x. So if I'm multiplying here 1 with this, I will multiply in the numerator as well with 2 square root sine x. The students need to understand, so this will cancel out. Square root sine x with square root sine x will cancel out. It will become only 2 sine x, okay? It will become only 2 sine x plus this will be x cos x. Getting it clear? 2 sine x plus x cos x, and in the denominator, you have 2 square root sine x, sir, okay? In the denominator, we have 2 square root sine x. Now what we are going to do is, because it's the stationary point, the gradient will become 0. So this whole thing will become 0 when you multiply it to the other side, okay? 2 square root sine x will be finished, okay? Students, everyone there with me following? 2 square root sine x will be finished because we are multiplying it with 0. Understood? Got that clear? So now it will be minus 2, guys, following minus 2 sine x is equals to x. And when we have the stationary point, you have to plug in the value. The stationary point is when x is equals to a. So now change the value that it will be when x is a, it will be here only. When x is a, it will be 2 sine a cos a. Okay, now you will have to change the value. Instead of x, we'll now put in the value of a, okay? Because at x value, when x value is a, there's a stationary point that where we are making the gradient 0. So here we go, sir. Minus 2 sine a is equals to a cos a. Because we need to prove it to tan a, and we already know from the P1 that sine over cos a will give us that tan a, and this should be coming here. So it will be minus 1 over 2 a, and here we go, students. This is proved in simple that sine over cos a was tan a. Tan a is equals to negative half a, and here it is proved. Okay, got it, everyone? Clear? Understood? Any problem? Let me know. Any questions?
No, sir. Clear.
Guys, got
No,
it?
sir.
Any doubt? Let me know. Any confusions? We'll talk about it. If anyone have any problems, let me know. Tan A. So make sure do the proving carefully, correctly. 4 marks means as much as simplification and as much solving. When we have proved it, tan A is equals to minus half A. So what we can do is simply we have to verify by calculation that A lies between this. So you bring it to both of them to one side. So it will be tan A plus half A, and you do the verification. When the A value is 2, what we are going to get, okay? It will be tan times of 2 plus half times of 2 as well, okay? So I'm getting the negative, it's the coming negative value, that is negative 1.1850, okay? And when A is 2.5, it should be coming a positive value for the change of sign to work. So tan 2.5, make sure I'm doing it in radians, okay? So everyone can do it in radians as well, not a problem. So it's coming 0.50. So here we go, the change of sign is there. The value doesn't matter, it's just the change of sign that matters, 0.5023. So you can simply say that root lies between, this should be always for 2 marks and easy, root lies between 2 and 2.5, root lies between 2 and 2.5 because of the change of sign. Getting it? Because of change in sign. Understood, guys? Clear? Because of change in
Yes, sir.
sign from negative to the positive. Okay, understood? Clear on this? Following?
Yes, sir.
What next part we have is more important understanding. We have to this time, in the previous two questions that we did, we just have to verify by calculation and then use the iterative formula. That's also we have to do later on. But before that, we need to give that show that if the sequence of values for 0 till pi given by the iterative formula. So first, this time we have to prove it that this formula is becoming that. Okay, everyone getting it clear? Following with me? This time we have to prove it that this formula is becoming that. Okay, is everyone there with me? Following? Clear on this? So what we have to do, let's write down the question, that is 10a is equals to negative of half a. Everyone getting it clear? 10a is equals to negative of half a. And on this side, we have pi minus tan inverse of half a. Okay, tan minus pi minus tan inverse of half a. Okay, getting it clear? Is everyone following? So we have to prove this. Either you can prove this thing to that, or either you can prove that thing to this. Okay, clear everyone? Understanding with me, getting it? Following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is a is equals to pi minus this thing, tan inverse. So that is what we have to do. Okay, is everyone getting it clear with me? So for this thing, you need to understand that there is a behind the scene working as well. And you should be very good with the tan understanding and the basics of this. So what we need to understand is basically here that tan a can be equals to tan pi minus a minus sine. What I'm trying to share, this is a property or this is a identity, you can say, from the P1 that we have talked about it, and you can work it out as well. Just simply do tan. If you have tan 20 degrees here, it will be equals to minus tan of 160 degrees. That is 180 minus 120. Understanding, students? Following with me? Tan 20 will be equals to minus tan times of 160. I've given an example as well. Clear, everyone? So that's what we have to do here. Okay, students? Clear? Is everyone getting it with me? Following?
Yes, sir.
Guys, got this clear? Any questions, any problems? Let me know. Got this clear? Hello, got it?
Yes,
So
sir.
what I can
Yes.
see here, if I bring this here, let's say tan inverse of half a is equals to pi minus a. Okay, I'm taking that's this side, and tan inverse of half a is equals to tan pi minus a. Are you guys getting it with me? Following? Clear? So we can clearly see here. Are you guys there? Hello, following? I'm using
Yes,
this
sir.
to prove that. Okay, this is the property that we should know. You can check in your calculator for any values. Try tan 40, so it will be equals to negative tan of 140. So what I'm doing it, I'm taking tan inverse to the left hand side and bringing a to the right hand side. And now I will remove this. So it will be half a. Follow carefully. It will be half a is equals to tan times of pi minus a. Okay, understanding? It will be half a equals to tan times of minus a. Getting it, guys? Clear? Hello, I took the
Yes,
tan
sir.
there at pi minus a, and I have half a now left here. Okay, everyone getting it? What I'm trying to
Yes,
do
sir.
here, sir, what you are trying to do is taking this and trying to prove it to this. Okay, so I'm doing the opposite way. You can do it the other way as well. So I'm taking this and proving it this. You can do it in both ways. It's not a problem. Okay. Now, what we need to understand, we already know the property of this. That's a tan pi minus a will be equals to tan a minus tan b, right? Divided by 1 minus of, you already know the double angle, compound angles formulas. Getting it? 1 plus, this will become plus. The formula says that in the denominator it's plus. 1 plus tan times of a, tan times of pi, and tan times of a. Getting it, students? Clear, everyone? Everyone should be clear
Yes,
that this
sir.
is what I'm using is the compound angle formula. So based on the compound angle formula, I already know that this will be, so tan pi is 0. Everyone getting it? Tan pi is 0. Try this in calculator. Tan pi is 0, right? So here we go, 0 minus tan a and 1 plus 0. So it will be negative tan a only. And here we go, half a is equals to negative tan a. Tan with the sign of negative doesn't look good, so you can transfer this tan negative side here. So that's how it is proved, sir. Minus half a is equals to tan a. Got it, students? Clear? Understood? See how I did it? Hello? Got this? Any questions? Let me know. Any problems? We can discuss further if any concern is there. Should be clear, right? Any problems, any issues? Hello, got this clear? Following? Shouldn't be a problem. Next is you just
Sir, no
have to use
problem.
the iterative formula given in part C, correct to 2 decimal places. Do let me know if there's any confusion and concerns on this. I've just taken this equation that they've given to me, A tan inverse of A, and transform it into making it into this. Okay, clear on this? Understood?
Understood, sir.
Use the iterative formula again to 2 decimal places. What were the values? 2 and 2.5. So our first value will be, sir, the midpoint of 2 and 2.5. So I'll start with the 2.25, right, students? We're going to start with 2.25. Just put it in the calculator. X value 1 is equals to pi minus tan inverse of half times of the answer, sir. So it will be x1 value will be coming as pi minus, first thing will be 2.25 equals to, then pi minus tan inverse of half times of the answer. And I'm getting the first value as 2.4 decimal places. Always you have to give 2.2974. Then the second value we are getting, just press equals to for that, 2.2871. X third value will be 2 points. So if you can see that it is already close enough, 2.2893. Okay, and then X fourth value will be 2.2884. Okay, 2.2888. X fifth value will be, so it's simple, not difficult and tricky. It's not moving now at all, 2.2889. X sixth value will be 2.2889. So you already know what will be the root, students. Now in this I'm stopping at 6. Why? Because I can easily see that it will not move forward. Okay, everyone getting it clear? We will not get
Yes,
more
sir.
changes now, so we can stop here. And the answer will be simple, sir, to 2 decimal places, final answer. So it will be 2.29 according to me. That will be the final answer of the A value. Okay, students, clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, any problems? Let me know. Any doubts? Any confusions?
doubts, sir.
So let's
No.
talk about it.
No
Think
doubts.
about it. Let me know. Any problems in this?
Yes, sir.
Sure, no issues, any problem, no questions, no concerns.
No questions, sir.
Okay. So this one is done. Make sure take a screenshot. Part A was proving, and then part B and C were D were the way we have already done it to get the final answers. Okay, clear on this? Everyone got this clear? Hello,
Yes,
got
sir.
it? Okay. Let's have a look at, quickly take a screenshot. Let's have a look at another question on this. Next, we have May-June 2022 question from paper. Again, this is the May-June 2022, all variants being discussed. May-June 2022, paper 3, variant 3 questions. And it talks about integration in part A. So integration can come as well. And then part B and C are the other. So it's almost 10 marks question with 5 marks being tested on integration and 5 marks on numerical solutions. Okay, getting it clear? So what we have been given is basically, let's try to do it and learn about it. We have A and 1 as the limits. 1 is the lower limit, A is the upper limit. And then we have x square times of ln x. Okay, x square times of ln x, dx is equals to 4. This is the question, students. What is it called? What is the name of this integration? Integration by parts. Okay, we will call that integration by parts. Understood? Following? How do we do integration by parts? Let's learn that, okay? How do we do integration by parts? Let's also learn that and understand when you have two different things means that you have algebra here and logs here. Okay, you have algebra here, x square is the algebra and ln is the logs, okay? So that's what we have here. Always remembers in the integration by parts, we have to follow LIATE, where L stands for ln, that is the logs. Okay, L stands for log or ln. I stands for inverse of the tan. We don't have in this question. A stands for algebra. With me, students. T stands for trigonometry, and E will stands for exponential. Okay, so what we need to understand, students, is basically the formula for integration by parts. We have to prove this. We will definitely do it. But before this, we need to understand what is the formula. The formula is uv minus integral of v times of du. Okay, understood? Uv minus integral of v times du. Okay, understood? Clear on this? Any questions? Uv minus integral of v times of du. That's what we have to do here. Okay, everyone got it? Any questions? Let me know. So whatever comes first, according to this guy's following, whatever comes first, that becomes our u. Okay, so whatever comes first, logs, inverse, algebra, trigonometry, exponential, whatever will come first, that will become our basically u. So what is coming first? We can clearly see logs are coming first. So you are going to say it's simple, sir. U will be equals to, let's do it here. U will be equals to ln x, which means that you will have to find the differentiation of that. Du over dx will be equals to 1 over x. Understood? Got this, guys? Clear, everyone? This is first step as well, okay? With me following?
Yes, sir.
Clear? And how do
Yes,
you find the v? Next, you have to find the v. In order to find the v, it's simple, sir. In order to find the v, we will have to, whatever is remaining is x square. So we will do the x square integration to get the value of v. So here we go. It will be simple, sir. V is equals to x cube divided by 3. That is v value. Okay, everyone got this? This will be v. Okay, you have to integrate x square. So you are going to integrate x square and you will get the v value. Okay, understood? Clear on this? So it will become x cube plus 3, x cube divided by 3. Now you're going to put this in the formula of this. Okay, students, you are going to put this in this formula. So follow carefully. So it will be u, that is ln x, u times of v, that is x cube divided by 3. I'll slow down. Okay, u is ln x, v is x cube divided by 3. And then you have to do minus. This is step number 1. Let me write it down for students. Step number 1, step number 2. Got it, everyone? Clear? And step number 3 with some more interesting steps, minus the integration of v. So you have to put again integration of v, that is x cube divided by 3, students. Okay, x cube divided by 3. But follow very carefully. Everyone has got it? I'm putting the formula. Okay, I'm just putting in the formula. But what we need to understand, students, this is basically times of du. This is times of du. So we need in terms of du. So here we go. This will be step number 4. That is, you have to get du as the subject from here. So it will be dx over x as the subject. Got it, everyone? It will be d1 over x times the dx as the subject. Clear? Everyone got this? Understood? Any questions? Let me know. Okay, step number 4 is du is equals to 1 over x times of dx. Okay, so here we go. You will write it down here. 1 over x times of dx, substituting instead of du. Let me know if everyone got this step. So this is the formula. And now we'll have to solve and equate this. Okay, everyone with me following? Clear? Integration by parts. Is everyone there with me getting it? Clear? Any problem?
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
And then we'll put the limits as well. So here we go. X, 1x and x square 1x can be cancelled out. So it will be simple. Follow in the red color. This is coming x cube times of ln x divided by 3. Okay. This remains as it is. I can take minus 1 over 3 outside. For safety purpose, we can put it as a coefficient later on. It's only x squared left here. Okay, everyone got this? Clear? Only x squared is left here. Now you integrate for the final time. So it will be 1 over 3 into x cube over 3. Okay, x square will be x cube over 3, students. And here we have x cube times ln x over 3. And now the limits will come into, no c will come into integration and constant because we already have 0 n. We have the limit as 1 and the limit as a, and the final answer will come as 4. Okay, students, let me know how many got this. Clear? Understood? Sure about it? So that's what we have to do, students. Okay, everyone got this? Clear?
Okay.
Now we'll plug in the values and the limits. So it will be a cube times of ln a minus a cube. Okay, the LCM is same, so we can, the LCM is not same. This will be coming on 3 and this will be coming on 9. Okay, and minus, now you're going to plug in 1. So 1 over 3, ln 1 is always 0, students. Minus 1 over 3 3s are 9. Everyone getting it? So this should be this thing equals to 4. Everyone with me following, getting it? See if everyone got this clear. We have to somehow prove this, okay? Students, show that A is equals to this thing, so we have to prove it. Is everyone getting it? So ln1 is 0, that I'm sure about. ln1 will be 0. So this will finish off, students. This is nothing to work about it. So it will be minus minus. It will become plus 1 over 9, okay? Now just simple proving starts, okay? But you have to be careful about that proving as well, because we can definitely make mistakes in that as well. Everyone getting it? So this is the question scenario left now. A cube ln A minus 3 is equals to 4. Understood? This can be simplified. Okay, we can call for them together. So you can call them minus A cube plus 1 divided by 9. Everyone getting it with me? Following? Clear on this? So what is going to happen? The LCM, okay, 3 3s are, and multiply with 3 here. So it will be, sir, 3A cube times of ln A minus A cube. And this will be, we can say that it will be minus 1 is equals to, yep, everyone were getting with me, and over 3 3s are 9. This is 9 LCM and 4, okay? So it will become, sir, 4 9s are 36 here, and 3A cube ln A minus A cube minus 1. Everyone getting it with me? Following? Sorry, this will be plus 1 only because we have already done it. We have already done the simplification for these two. Na ye plus ho gaya tha to plus hi rahega, minus A cube plus 1, because LCM was same. Okay, everyone getting it clear? Following that, any questions? Okay.
No, sir.
Here we can see easily that 36, 35 aana chahiye. So we can clearly get an idea here. It will be 3A cube ln A minus A cube. 36 minus 1 will be 35. Okay. Then you can take A cube and A cube, and you take common. So it will be 3 ln A minus 1 is equals to 35. And here we go, sir. A cube, because we have to prove 35 divided by, it's proved. Okay, students. 35 divided by 3 ln A minus 1 in the denominator. 3 ln A minus 1 in the denominator. And then it will be A is equals to cube root, or as they are saying in sophisticated manner, 35 divided by 3 times of ln A minus 1 power of 1 over 3. Understood? See, got this clear? Any questions, any problem? Let me know. Any doubts? Clear? So that is how you will do this. And this is how you have proved it. One of the questions for 5 marks of integration, they have tested your integration by parts with the help of numerical solutions as well and the iteration. Okay. Clear on this? Any doubts? And let me know any problems, any questions. Once you are done with this, then it's very simple. Again, the numerical solution parts. Okay, so let's write down the A is equals to, so you have to bring it to one side. Definitely A minus 35 divided by 3 times of, because you have already proved it, so they will not ask you to prove it again. 3 times of ln A minus 1 over 3 power. So it will be, first plug in the value of 2.4. So when A is equals to 2.4, what we are going to get, students? 2.4 minus 35 divided by 3 times of ln 2.4 minus 1 to the power of 1 over 3. Let me know what you are getting, everyone. 2.4 minus 35 divided by 3 times of ln 2.4 minus 1. And we are getting a negative answer, that is negative 19.1198. So the other one should be coming positive, students, right? A is equals to 2.8. So it will be, sir, 2.8 minus 35 divided by 3 times of ln 2.8 minus 1 is equals to this thing. Okay, clear on this? 2.8. So you just put in the value of 2.8 now and should be getting up. No, I'm getting a negative. Must have made a silly mistake. Okay, let me, yeah, power of, where is the power of cube? So not done the power of cube. Make sure put it in the calculator carefully. You have to do it power of 1 over cube, the power of cube. So 1 over 3. Yeah, this one is coming negative. That is negative 0.3815. And the other one should come positive. That is, let's do this one. And it should be coming power of 1 over 3. This one is coming positive, exactly 0.2411. So negative and positive. So you can write down the answer, students, that root lies between 2.4 and 2.8. Root lies between 2.4 and 2.8 because of the change of sign, that is from negative to positive. Okay, because of change of sign from the negative to positive, it is going. Okay, students, clear? And then we have to use the iterative formula to base an equation part to determine correct to 2 decimal places. From part A, we have to use the iterative formula in part A. So which means that we have to use this formula, students. A is equals to that was 35 divided by, we have to use that. Okay, everyone with me following? 35 divided by 3 times of ln A minus 1 to the power of 1 over 3. Our first value will be what, sir? The midpoint between the 2.4, the midpoint between 2.4 and 2.8, which is 2.6. Got this clear? Any questions? It will be
Yes, sir.
A0 is equals to 2.6. A0 is equals to 2.6. And here we go, we can start working out. And it will be A1 will be equals to 35 divided by 3 times of ln A, ln answer minus 1 is equals to power of 1 over 3. So A power 1 value should be, let's do it, 2.6 is equals to, and then 35 divided by 2.6 divided 2.6 is the first value, 2.6, and then you have 35 times 3 times of ln the answer minus 1 in the brackets. Make sure put the brackets as well carefully. And here we go, power of 1 over 3. So I'm getting the answer as 2. Yep. So first value is coming, students, as 2.65. Again, 4 decimal places, 2.6567. Second value is coming, everyone there with me? 2.6267. And third value is coming 2.6264, 2.64, 2364, 23. Fourth value is coming 2.6341. Fifth value is coming 2.6384, 2.6384. Sixth value is coming. So eventually it is stopping now, that 2.6361, and everything is coming in 2.6362. Getting it, guys? Clear? With which this will finish off by rounding it off, 2.6373. This is enough. So the root will be what, students? To 2 decimal places, 2.64. Okay, to 2 decimal places, the root will be 2.64. That will be the value of A, with which we got the answer. And all May-June 2020 topical past papers are done. Only the 2020 we have finished all the variants, paper 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and the February-March as well of March 2022, paper 3, variant 2. Got this clear? Make sure take a screenshot
Yes,
of
sir.
integration by parts and take help for part B and C, okay?
Yes, sir.
Clear on this? Any questions, any problems?
No, sir.
This is done. So we'll continue from here. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye.